But I was saying, I saw Metal Gear Solid 5. I saw,
Well, Metal Gear, I mean, again, like, coming to all consoles, so.
well, yeah, that's true. That's not, that would be I would be so sad to see a game series, like, really good game series end up console exclusive on, like, honestly, anything, especially Xbox One.
Yeah, I think for the most part, they've figured out that console exclusivity hurts games. It doesn't. Like, forget whether or not Sony and Microsoft have figured out. Like, just the developers, the publishers, they have figured out that it hurts games when they're not multi-platform.
I don't think it affects Nintendo that much because they produce multiple consoles. Like,
nothing affects Nintendo. They're in their own little world.
Yeah. Well, I say it because they have the 3DS, they have the DS, they have the Wii U. The Sony only, for a long time, they've only had PlayStation. They just now have, like, the PSP.
Yeah. Well, I mean, PSP's like 10 years old.
Oh yeah, that's right. They came out with, I keep forgetting they came out with the Vita.
The Vita. Which now I'm going to totally invest in. Now I'm getting a PS4. Totally picking up a Vita.
I don't know. I've only played Little Big Planet on it.
Oh.
And
I wouldn't play
fun,
Big Planet on anything.
What's wrong with Little Big Planet?
Nothing if you like Mario clones.
Well, it's a build your own Mario.
Yes.
And we really haven't really
sorry, Mario Evolution.
Come on, but I actually do think that's cool because we haven't really had a build your own like Mario platformer thing for like on a.
So what you're saying is you're gonna buy an Xbox One because you want to play Spark.
I'm not getting it.
You heard it here first, folks. Jerry's all over the Xbox One. He is succumbing to the almighty masters of Microsoft because he wants to make his own game. So he's going to play Spark forever.
I haven't even heard of that
game. The Xbox One edition of Minecraft, which he's super excited for all its enhancements.
I haven't heard of that game. What the hell?
You ever heard of Spark? Spark was actually it is okay. Have you ever heard of Create, EA's little game? It was terrible.
I don't buy EA games.
You don't buy EA games. What? What's an EA game? An EA game is just a game published by a huge company. You don't buy any games by that company, even if they're developed by somebody else and they're really, really good. I
don't think I've ever no, I don't. Okay. Put the record straight. I'm a Nintendo dude. Long story short, but
I revel in what happened like 20 years ago.
No. What the hell does that mean?
What? The game industry. The state of the industry 20 years ago was where you appreciated it being most. Because that's where Nintendo still is.
What, Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but yeah, I've never really, I just recently got a 360 a year ago. And, I don't think I have a PlayStation 1, but I don't really have any new systems at the moment.
For sure.
But what I was trying to say is that I saw I saw the games for the Microsoft system, but it's not going to be worth it for me because the system sucks. Well,
that's kind of another thing that's a shame about it. The system's actually really powerful. The system itself is cool.
Xbox One?
Yeah.
It's 500 gigabytes. What was it?
Yeah, it's 500 gigabytes of memory with a required installation, which is exactly what the PlayStation 3 did. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying Sony was in the same place. Yeah. PlayStation 3 requires manual install, and the biggest PlayStation 3 when that first came out was 80 gigs. So we've come a long way. 500 is not anything to sniff at. Also,
I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't aware of the history of the other.
Right. Right. But so it's actually improved over what it used to be, and PlayStation invented the.
Well, you would figure Microsoft would learn from the PS3.
You would, and yet. Instead, Sony learned from Microsoft how to be a good game company, and then Microsoft looked at Sony 5 years ago and decided how to be a bad company, and then made themselves worse.
Irony.
Sony made themselves better. It really flipped around, and I, having been a 10-year Xbox fan, I mean hard freaking core Xbox fan, Was totally caught off guard, but I am not stupid, despite how fanboyish I may be. I'm not retarded, and I will definitely be rolling over to the PlayStation bandwagon. Mm-hmm. So that's just gonna happen.
all right. But yeah. I don't think we can say anything else that hasn't been said before. Sony did a good job.
They did.
They pretty much won.
Also, the console, quick heads up, is totally region free, which is why I say that.
Oh, really?
Sony is actually a step above where Microsoft ever was. Because
I think they're a step above everyone, because
definitely.
When it comes to region freeness,
awesome. Right? Like even the 3DS, which is a portable system, so you would think
that's region locked, really?
Right? First handheld Nintendo system ever to be region locked was the 3DS, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
That's terrible.
So if I take my 3DS and I travel, I can't buy any games for it.
That doesn't make any sense.
It didn't. It doesn't. But your PlayStation 4, just put that in your pocket, and wherever you go, you can get games for it.
I will put that in my pocket, man.
No, but I'm really, really excited about that. I legitimately am. That means, like, for the super, super hardcore among us, if you cannot wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 and you want that thing day one Japanese release, you can import it, and it's going to run flawlessly on your PlayStation. And that's cool, because that's something people have been asking for since the PlayStation 1 days.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
No, yes. People went back in time to complain about it. No, but people waiting for wanting Japanese releases.
Oh, okay.
Before,
no, you're right, actually.
They're localized in the U.S. So,
yeah. But that wasn't just for the PlayStation, that was for, like, Saturn 2, I think.
It was definitely for any time they were disc-based. I mean, you could probably go back to cartridge-based if you want to get, how long did Nintendo fans wait for Mother? Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you can go way back with it. But, I mean, the industry as a whole wasn't really big enough for there to be, like a vocal minority back in the 80s of the industry. We're talking like 100 people, like we're talking a really small amount of people where it's really not going to make a difference.
Oh, okay.
Whereas now the industry is so large. I mean, it's they said like a $9 billion, something like that. But the industry is so big now that even if you have a vocal minority, you're talking hundreds of thousands of sales. So.
Oh, okay. So I think we pretty much we covered everything. I think because
we did
it. Lo hicimos. No, okay. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done with Sony. So we'll be I'll be finishing up the Nintendo rant soon with Justin, because goddamn it, we grew up with it and we have a lot to complain about. But
for sure. I want to get thrown in on that one. Did that one already start recording?
Probably finished it, but we'll see.
Oh, okay.
But I'm Rocket Brown, and this is
Grr, Almighty Grr.
And we'll see you around.
See ya.